Hello, this is my update. Day 3 on Ozempic. Not much has changed with my body or my brains. Okay, so here's an update. It's not much of an update. It's been 3 fucking days, but I just thought I would document what I'm feeling, thinking, touching, all that. It's been an interesting case of, is that a placebo or is that really happening? Spoiler alert, it's both, and it doesn't matter. Where a lot of the questions of, is that a placebo effect or is that real, is coming from a place of not feeling as hungry as frequently, not eating as much, and feeling fuller faster. These are all, by definition, what this drug does. And I don't know. Again, it doesn't really matter. The first day I took it, I didn't feel hungry. Wow, it works. Of course it works, because I really need it to. So, I didn't eat much that day. I didn't, when I did eat, I felt full, faster, just like you're supposed to. But it did make me wonder, is it real? And that's just the way that my brain works, is that I think I need to know if something is real or if I'm patronizing myself with, let's hope. And maybe that'll make it true. And again, like I've said now 3 times, is that I don't think it really matters, but it does matter to me in some sense. There are some things that seem to be really happening. Insulin resistance seems to be better. The whole point of this drug was to help type 2 diabetics have better insulin resistance. Now, type 2 diabetic, they still make insulin in their little pancreas meat, though it may not be enough, or it may be inconsistent. Usually it's not enough. And or the body has become resistant to the insulin that is created, meaning the efficacy of that insulin is reduced. So the point of this drug was originally to reduce insulin resistance. So what I've found in the last couple days is that a unit of insulin has gone a lot further than it did a few days ago. Now, unlike a type 2 diabetic, I'm type 1, where my pancreas, no make insulin, no more for you. So all of the insulin I take is by injection, by some way, shape, or form. Most people are familiar with diabetics taking needles and stuff like that, which I did for 31 years or so. I've been on a pump for 5 years. Now, the function of the pump is to spurt out insulin every 5 minutes or so, or reactively when my blood sugar is going up, because I also have a blood sugar, a CGM, a constant glucose monitor, which then sends that information to my pump, telling it what my blood sugar is, and then my pump can respond to that blood sugar by giving out more insulin, less. Also, what the pump does is it contains formulas based on time of day, so multiple formulas, where I have worked out how many units of insulin per carbohydrate I need to take. So, which can have different formulas for different times of the day, because your body, based on hormones, can be, or is, not can be, is more resistant to insulin. So that's what the purpose of this thing is. So I have found, I think, is, or again, or I just want it to be, so I am seeing it, that insulin that I take is more effective than it was. Now, I want to know how this drug affects insulin resistance. I was talking to my doctor, who is not necessarily, no, he's definitely not well versed on the intricacies of how this drug works. He knows what it does, as everybody seems to know what it does, but not the exact functions of it and what it does to accomplish how it does, or rather how it does to accomplish what it does. So I had asked him how does it affect insulin resistance, and it came down to, I think it's simply you eat less, so the insulin that you require is reduced, and then with that, it is more effective because you need less of it. I don't know. I don't feel that that's necessarily true. And if it is true, then the observations that I had just articulated about what I think that I've seen the last few days are total bullshit, because insulin isn't more powerful. So I don't know. I don't know. But I know my blood sugar has been on a bit of a high-speed wobble. But that's because I'm eating less as well. There's a lot of factors involved here. There's a lot of factors. This drug is pretty intense. How it works, what it does, is pretty neat. The GLP hormone is a hormone. I think it's a hormone. I'm pretty sure. That is released after you're done eating, so you feel satiated. And you're done. Now you're done eating. Stop eating. That's the purpose. Hormone is then metabolized within like minutes, like 2 minutes, and then it's gone. The purpose of, or the discovery made and then put into Ozempic, which makes it the Hollywood super drug, is that it artificially creates GLP-1, which doesn't get metabolized in minutes. So this is one of the things that I want to know, and I guess I'll research it further. It's hard to find good documentation that doesn't just say, this drug good, it makes you not fat. How does it make you not fat? Make you not hungry. It's like, yeah, but give me more. I want more to know. I'm fat for knowledge too. So, yeah, so where I am after 2-3 days is that I'm eating less. I'm feeling fuller faster. I don't know if it's the drug or if it's me. It doesn't matter, because that's the goal. Being more mindful of what I eat, how I eat, when to stop, when I'm hungry. That's what my goal is, obviously, to be like the Hollywood starlets, to where it makes me lose all of the weight. That's the goal. But honestly, what I want it to do is that I want it to help me with willpower. The hardest part about losing weight is all the things you have to fucking do to accomplish it. You have to eat well, you have to exercise, you have to not eat. Like the eating well part is what. There's also the when and the how. And all of those things combined are heavy. Honey. Especially when you don't do that stuff. It's hard to go from 0 to that. And going slow is not really what any of us want. Patience. Fuck that. So people have the tendency of just doing it all. And then you get overwhelmed and then you do none of it. So that's the hope for this drug, is that it can take the edge off, like physiologically make me not as hungry, so then I don't have to fucking worry about that. So I can focus more on what, and listening to cues in my body, which I have long gone deaf to. So that's kind of the hope. So anyway, the long and veiny of it is that it's been 3 days. Things are okay. My guts are a little upset, but who knows? Maybe it's something I ate, or it's the classic symptom of Ozempic. Either way, here we are. I'm trying it out. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. I think that's all I gotta say.